Good morning, children. Coming back to a political science class. Till now, I have discussed that people were moving towards strike, but their strike was counted to be unjustified, illegal. Now, we will see what are the two main features of democracy. Now, we are finding two areas being controlled by two different powers. One was controlled by the political party, and the other was controlled by the government of Pinochet. Now, till now, how much we have completed, we have seen that Pinochet's government is brutal, rude, and unjustified. Okay, and so in Poland, people were in Poland it was controlled by the political parties, but none of these rules were actually democratic. Right? Okay. So let us now compare. These two areas were getting ruled by different by different controllers, but they are having one specific common, they have one specific common thing among them. And that was what? That was first, the people were not in the sound position, or the people were not free to choose any ruler of their own. They were not free to choose any ruler of their own. They were bound to follow whatever was given to them by their government. Okay? And there was no real freedom to express one's opinion. There was no real freedom. মানে কেউ নিজের বক্তব্য বা মন্তব্য বা ইচ্ছে প্রকাশ করতে পারবে না in forming one political association or government. Okay? So people were not free to say whatsoever they want about their government. Right? So the three democratic governments that were identified till now were Allender's Chile, Wallace's Poland, and Michael's Chile. These three are the different governments, democratic governments. Allender's control on Chile, Wallace's control on Poland, and again Michael's control on Chile. They are the different in their approach towards social and economic matters. Allende preferred government control on all big industries and economy, because Allende has a conception that if economical background of any country or state is strong, then the country's infrastructure is going to be very strong, solid, and very compact, very composed, right? And so Wallace wanted the market to be free of government and interference. Wallace wanted that the government should not get interfered by any other people or any other rule. And Michael had a standover that these three governments shared some basic features. Now Michael stands somewhere in the middle of these issues. Neither like Allende nor like your Wallace. He was standing in between. Na idike, na odike. But these three powers also, they were having some specific common features. Actually, these are the governments that were elected by the people and not by the army. Military rule did not have any space in this government. Now, the people enjoyed some basic political freedoms, which is a very vital point in democratic government. People who are leading their life under democratic rule need to get themselves exercised or get themselves opportunized by some freedoms, যেটা আমরাও পেয়ে থাকি. freedom of authority, freedom of speech, and okay. So from these two stories, let us draw a rough way to identify. Acha, till now, we can estimate what actually these types of governments were having in their calculations. So let's see what result we have got or achieved by reading till this time. First, only leaders are elected by people who are going to rule the country. Leaders were elected. Second, people are getting some freedoms. Okay. Now here, some specific points are given which were being enjoyed by the common people residing in those areas. This much is okay, I think. There should not be any doubt. You should be very clear and transparent. So now as the days are changing, as people's mind are changing, as people are having some different views, five different people are having some five different views, right? So these views brought a change. Now, when you are thinking of bringing a change in government or in democratic setup, then what is required? The main thing which is required is the view of the common people, right? Because democracy is a government which is going to be ruled by the people. People are going to choose their representative. People are going to get themselves controlled by them, and the government is working on in support of the common people, right? So when people doesn't want that same system or same structure should go on or move on, then it is the duty of the government to follow what they should follow, that what are the likings of common people, what actually is the demand of common people, and definitely they have to see whether this demand needs to be fulfilled or this is their unjustified demand. That is definitely very very important point. So now we will see what is the changing map of democracy. The 20th century was full of kind of stories we have read about. So a phase comes, a সময় আসে, when there is a change. ঠিক আছে? People need a change, and continuously some incidents kept on rolling out. So 20th century was that phase. Okay. Stories of transition of democracy, challenges of democracy, military coups, struggle, people to bring back democracy, everything was going on. Some were doing no, military rule is fine. Some were saying no, we want democracy back. We want our say, our liking, disliking should be given the preferences and all. Was there a pattern to these stories? Have you followed the stories which we have gone through till now? Poland, Allendez, Valesas, then what was that? Michaels, their rules and the places. Do you think that there is anything common? Let us use the basic features we noted earlier and identify the democracies among different countries of the world. We have already noted down some features of democracy. So let us see how much these features were applicable in the democratic rule in this country. Okay, this is what the three maps show. Here, in page number 8, one map is given, already been given. Red part is the democratic government in 1900 and 1950, and yellow part is a democratic government in 1950 but not in 1900. That means yellow part is the new government which formed in 1950, and red part is the government that sustained up till 1950, but it could not proceed after 1950. So, depict the countries. Okay, the first map depicts the countries that were democratic in 1950, a few years after the end of Second World War. This map also shows countries from this set that had already become democratic by 19 100. 1950, few years after the end of the Second World War, second map shows that some countries which were already under the democratic rule, and the first map, the left side map shows that people were going to be under the rule of democracy. 1950. The second map represents a picture of democratic regime in 1975 after most of the colonies have gained independence. Finally, we take another leap and look at democracies in 2000 at the beginning of the 21st century. So till now, 20th century was a tumultuous situation where there was a doubtful mind. People were very much in dilemma, what to do, what not to do, how much to do, how much to exceed, how much to remove, how much to accept, and all these questions were there in their mind. In the 21st century, they finally decided to get themselves involved in democracy. As we look at these maps, let us ask, is there a clear pattern of expansion? Okay, when I'll send you or forward you the map, definitely after this class, you will be able to estimate or analyze what was the situation of Africa, Asia, Europe and Latin America in these following years. 1950, then comes 1975 and then comes 2000. Okay, now let us summarize the main points that we have read till now regarding democracy. First, democracy has expanded throughout the 20th century. 20th century অবধি democracy ছিল, কিন্তু people were in dilemma, মানে একটা roundabout situation thing were moving on. What to do, who is going to control, how much it is applicable, and so many questions. 21st century democracy got expanded, বড় আকারে এলো, and people accepted it. Second, democracy did not spread evenly in all parts of the world. Definitely, people of all the areas are not equal in their mind and mentality. So, all over the world, democracy was not sustainable. Okay? Democracy was accepted in some areas. Third, it was established first in some regions and then, it is continued. It was established in some region and then it spread to other regions. Naturally, for example, যখন তোরা রেস্টুরেন্টে যাস বা কোনো জায়গায় হয়তো ডিনার করতে গেলি বা লাঞ্চ করতে গেলি, তোরা যখন মেনু কার্ড পাস, you see many new items and sometimes it strikes, একটা নতুন আইটেম ট্রাই করে দেখি, একটা প্লেট নিয়ে দেখি, যদি ভালো লাগে তাহলে আমরা সবাই, it happens or not. Same thing here. One country has tried democracy and got the success, and so slowly when people came to know that no, democracy is really a nice government and people are getting benefited by it, the thing spread out. Okay. Third point, while a majority of countries are democratic today, there are still large parts of the world they are not democratic. Now why? That is because people need to get one. 5 people, 6 different views. That is very unjustified. But this thing happens. And all because of this, democracy is not sustainable in all over the world. People are not accepting it gladly. Rather, they are much more comfortable in autocratic rule. একজন বলবে, যে যা বলবে সেটা শুনতে হবে। যখনই 10টা মাথা এক জায়গায় ঢুকবে, they are giving their opinions and it is creating confusion and problems, and so let's be under the rule of autocracy. This is a view people are having in their mind. So, phases in the now, when the democracy started to expand, then it's natural. When something new is going to be spread out in all over the world, they have to go through different stages or phases. They have to overcome some obstacles, right? Now, these obstacles I'm going to start in the next session. The lesson is huge, very big, and so I'm explaining the thing in part by part so that the thing will be very, very clear and transparent in your mind. You should not have a single point of doubt so that you will not be able to answer questions. My dear, this is a class where your knowledge of the lesson is highly recommended, highly put forward, highly given importance. So, go through these two parts very minutely and nicely. And if you have doubt, as I have already told you, usually I am still now in the same scenario, give me a knock. I'll explain the part once again. Okay? Till then, take rest, go through the lesson, and be healthy. Bye bye.